Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Mayfield Toyota Ice Palace here at West Edmonton Mall as we welcome you into the 33rd annual Brick Invitational Hockey Tournament. My name is Adam Manna. I will be your play-by-play man for tonight's game between Team Brick Alberta, the host team, taking on the Connecticut Junior Rangers. I will be joined by my color man, Conrad Krausert. And I know I got that right this time. You
did.
But tonight's game should be an exciting one as both these teams still looking to win their division. Connecticut comes in with a 4-0 record. They're perfect so far. Team Brick Alberta playing their second game of the day. They lost to Montreal earlier this morning in overtime. But really the division is anyone's game right now.
It truly is, and we have to remind you, this is actually our second tournament in a row. In our 2011 birth year tournament, nobody went undefeated. So Connecticut is looking to set that record straight, trying to coast their way in, trying to go with that 6-0 record to try and earn that first place. Reminder, first place does get a bye in the playoffs, gets a chance to scout out who their potential competition could be. And they're doing that with a goal scorer, Rocky number 87, and a name that you might have seen on a big town New York Rangers jersey, Ryan Graves. 3 goals, 5 assists, good for 8th in the tournament so far, and generally has a game in hand on some of these teams because they're one of the teams that did get their extra game in later in the tournament. And then for Team Alberta, they counter. He's a little bit further down the lineup because they have a really complete lineup in Team Alberta. They don't really have a standout superstar, but Carter White, 1 goal, 4 assists.
So when we heard from Team Brick's head coach, they said they're kind of by committee. They all work hard and they need everybody chipping in. So, maybe versus Connecticut where, like you mentioned, Ryan Graves is kind of leading the way and stealing the show a little bit. But
for sure,
it should be exciting to see, the hard-working Team Brick team taking on a very good Connecticut team as well. So.
For sure, and I've seen a lot of this Team Alberta team. They're a team that looks to control their defensive zone and break out on the counterattack. They're not looking to just control their own zone. They're looking to control all 3 zones, trying to get that possession, move it through neutral ice, get that good zone entry, and then establish the cycle. They want to minimize chances. It's almost like Daryl Sutter's coaching mentality has trickled its way down throughout all of Alberta if you're looking at this tournament.
You would refer to the Flames rather than the Oilers, but we'll give it to you. We're excited to see these two teams take off here tonight. Puck drop will be coming up shortly here as we see both these wagons go head-to-head. Stay tuned. We'll have the opening face-off coming right up after the national anthems. Good.
we're back here from the Ice Palace here at the 33rd Annual Brick Invitational Hockey Tournament. And we're getting ready to go here. And we'll have some starting goalies for you shortly, as both of these teams have kind of flopped around on which goalie they're going to start with. They've gone back and forth. I'm not even sure if Team Brick will run the same goaltender twice in a row. We've heard that some of the teams have started to do that, ride the hot hand a little bit.
Well, I know after talking to Mr. Ferrillo there behind the Team Brick bench, he said that he was willing to ride out the one goalie, 5-1, maybe 4-2 in the round robin. So I wouldn't be surprised if they go back-to-back with, it looks to be number 60, Dylan Lavalley, and it looks like he's leading the way into the paint right now. So
no, this might be, Nault might have gotten the one this morning, because Nault did start. I was here for that coverage of this morning's game. So it does look like there is going to be a shift in between the pipes here for Team Alberta, rocking the very Canada Cup-esque jerseys.
And they look sharp.
They do. I do like how they have both the colors of both of our respective cities, the red for Calgary and blue for the Edmonton Oilers. And then for the Connecticut Junior Rangers, it's going to be number 31, which I just dropped my roster, of course. That's going to be Luke Thompson in net of the New Jersey Avalanche.
And we are underway here at the Ice Palace between the Connecticut Junior Rangers and Team Brick Alberta. As we mentioned in the pregame, Connecticut coming in perfect so far at 4-0. Team Brick Alberta with the one minor blemish in overtime to the Montreal Canadiens earlier today, as Connecticut will play it off the wall. Now it will be Ryan Graves, son of Adam Graves. He played it right off the boards. It's like he knew what he was doing as that puck shot off the wall right to Lavalley, who won't take any chances and will jump on it as we're 23 seconds in.
Just a reminder, this game is brought to you by Flexity, who are actually our meal sponsors for this tournament. Thank you very much for keeping us commentators well fed. We've had sandwiches, pizza down in our break room, and it's really helped out with some of these long days at a tournament like this.
I think I need to start heading downstairs more. As Connecticut controls the offensive zone draw, it will be number 77. That was Kochetov trying to play that puck towards the net. Stays down low below the goal line in Team Brick Alberta's zone, as Connecticut trying to establish themselves here early in the first 45 seconds of play. As you can see Team Brick Alberta's fan base in the far side corner as Connecticut tries to settle down that bouncing puck at their own line, as it will be number 7, Kim, doing it all by himself. Now he falls as his line mates were making a line change, and it will be number 97, Hargadon, getting that puck deep, and now Connecticut will do the exact same thing and go off for a change as they give chase on the forecheck. Brick will try to feed that through the middle of the ice. Once again, the Rangers will keep it alive. Team Brick once again playing their second game of the day. The Rangers their first. So you would naturally expect that the Rangers should have more juice early, Conrad.
100%. And you know what? That hasn't always been the case. We've seen in multiple occasions, it's actually the team who has their second game of the day really putting that focus on coming out with jump to the early game, getting ahead early so that as the batteries kind of wear down in that third period, they have a bit of a lead.
And I won't disagree with that, because Monday we saw that in the late games. There's a shot. They score! Far side blocker. That was number 21, Rowan Audie, beating the Connecticut netminder on the first shot of the game, and Team Brick Alberta leads 1-0.
We said Rowan Audie's name lots. As we mentioned, not really a star on this Team Alberta, but Rowan has been battling in that points lead, been in around the 30 to 26 mark himself here for much of the tournament, and just a seeing eye shot. And the Connecticut Junior Rangers goaltender, you could see him just replaying that, just saying, I need to get my blocker higher. I thought it was good, but just out of position.
So that beat netminder for Connecticut, Luke Thompson. And Team Brick Alberta, despite early pressure from the Rangers, takes the early 1-goal lead, and that's exactly what they kind of needed early here against a fresh Ranger team, and that's gotten the crowd into it here at the Ice Palace. Of course, Team Brick Alberta should have the home ice advantage.
Even though technically they're the away side.
Technically, if we want to get technical today on a Thursday. But that's why Conrad's all over it as my color man. As Connecticut will look to push back, but it will be number 9, Hipkins. Hipkins 1-on-4 as the Rangers track back and try to break up that shot on net as Graves, waiting on the strong side wall, will now have the puck squirt out to the slot. That wrister didn't miss by much as it came off hot off the back wall, and the Rangers had to be careful there as this time they will send it all the way down the ice. Lavalley thought about coming out, but instead put up his hand, and it will be icing on the Connecticut Junior Rangers with 9:19 remaining here in the opening period.
As you can see, Luke Thompson just kind of trying to pad his post. It almost feels like he's getting lost a little bit in his net. Just making sure he knows where that 6x4 frame is, settle in. Hasn't had as much time to warm up as these Team Alberta guys, as you said, second game of the day.
We'll see if Team Brick Alberta can feed off the energy here as Kim down low behind the net as he gives chase, bumps his man for the Rangers, and Swain now at the red line area right in front of our camera crew. Tries to get that deep as Connecticut having a tough time settling down the bouncing puck, and it will be Kramer. Kramer now right through the middle of that shot, made a grazed Thompson's blocker, and he steered it towards the near side corner. As the Rangers feel a little bit of heat here early.
But both of these chances have come off the counterattack.
And turnovers from the Rangers, you're exactly right. As we had a Team Brick player slide into Thompson. Thompson, no extra shot on the player behind the play. And the Rangers will get that deep once again, go off for a change. 8.5 to go here in the first period. Team Brick Alberta up 1-0 off the stick of, that would be Rowan Odie with the goal. As they look for more here. Now when they're just inside the Ranger line, they will softly play that ahead to Bell. Bell got pinched off by Martin of Team Brick Alberta. As Team Brick will gather up the puck just outside their own line, and there is Odie dribbling that one back in the net. He'll give chase, win the race, but now he falls. And the Rangers will try to play this up the wall. White there for Team Brick. And again, off a Team Brick stick. Good job getting sticks in lanes and making it difficult for the Rangers, Conrad, to make anything happen here off the rush.
It's exactly like we talked about. Their goal is to make things as difficult to enter the zone so you can't establish that cycle.
And you can see what Umberto Ferrillo, the head coach of Team Brick, was talking about. I mean, right now, Team Brick Alberta has dog on a bone mentality, and they are just hungrier than the Rangers in the last few minutes, especially since scoring that opening marker. As Team Brick Alberta will make the first pass to the wall. That was number 91, Damon Chinsky. And Hipkins tried to play that rink wide. He'll get a little bit of help from his teammate. That's Tucker Tilsey.
And we have a penalty call upcoming here.
We do have a delayed call. It's going to the Rangers. As Lavalley will head to the bench for the extra attacker, but Team Brick won't be able to capitalize with the extra man. And
call is interference here. Just not letting the Alberta player break through.
And that was number 26, Luke Whalen.
And it looks like we've had to have padding put into that door, the home penalty box door, as we've seen a couple pucks nearly jump into that penalty box earlier, and it looks like the rink crew has found some of those bumpers to throw in there.
Again, the power play brought to you by Tkachuk Advisory Group at Scotia Wealth Management. Team Brick Alberta will get the first of the evening, and they look to pad their lead, trying to go up by 2 here. Connecticut has different ideas as they're going to try and come back the other way shorthanded. Good defensive play there by number 12. That was Cohen St. Louis, as that puck was chipped out right past you, Conrad.
Yeah, I could not quite make the glove save into our Zamboni area here at West Edmonton Mall. And don't know if you were here for the first time or watching online. We've had some Zamboni issues. I'm sure that's that puck hitting it, just adding to that wonderful old school Zam.
Well, folks, that might be why Conrad's not playing in the pipes in this game, as he couldn't make that glove save before the Zamboni entrance, but they're still looking at him for future events. As the puck stays along the near side boards. Connecticut doing a good job here early of killing off the first 40 seconds of this penalty, and now giving Team Brick a little bit of a taste of their own medicine as Robertson at the right point will slide that through. Lots of time there for number 10. That was Jaden Wyden, and he couldn't quite get it through, and now Kramer back the other way. Once again by himself, the long wrister on, and good stop there by Thompson as he had to kind of fight through his defenseman there, but ended up making a good save, and Connecticut clearing the rebound.
So you've seen a lot more of this tournament than me, but something you do find with the true age 10s as compared to the added extra year that we saw in the first tournament, a lot of these glove saves will come popping right back out of that trapping mitt. Not necessarily having the strength to get it closed just in time, but as long as it doesn't start the red light, I think it's still a good save.
Absolutely, and now Connecticut's going to get sprung on a breakaway. It will be the dangerous Ryan Graves, and he snipes top sheds and makes no mistake, short-handed. And that looks like an Adam Graves type goal, as Ryan will even this thing up at 1 with 26 seconds left in the kill.
Oh wow, that was a great shot, but I wasn't here for one of the earlier games. Now it looks like the glass is actually shattered on that penalty box door where the bumpers are installed, because you saw the player reach out and participate in the flybys. Oh goodness.
That might be the most entertaining part of after a team scores a goal is the flyby.
Yeah, the world's longest flyby. You got the short glass here, so you can get all the fans involved in your flyby.
Well, that is the answer that the Rangers were looking for, as they have done a real good job on this kill of outworking Team Brick. And here once again is Bremen. Bremen will strip number 19, that was Wyatt Olsen, and the shot right on is controlled by Lavely as he's down into the butterfly and gets the whistle. But if you're Team Brick, you'd probably elect to go back to 5-on-5 here.
Yeah, we need to go to football rules where you can decline the penalty and stay 5-on-5. But Jack Bremen has certainly had high motor in this entire tournament. You see him a lot around, hassling the defenseman back, just as a nose for the puck.
As once again, Connecticut will control the offensive zone draw. They have controlled the majority of the draw so far. Now lots of time for Bremen as he let that high wrister go, and that goes off the back glass. Connecticut now back to 5-on-5 as Bremen and Graves looking dangerous so far for not the New York Rangers, but the Connecticut Junior Rangers.
It's weird to have a team out of Connecticut not named the Whalers, or are having a whale-related title, but
I used to love the old Whaler unis. They were sharp.
I actually really like the Connecticut Whale jerseys of the WHL, or the WHA. I can't remember what the Women's Hockey League is calling itself now down in the States.
They've been trying to get some stability going, but Teselnik will, he got that puck deep for Connecticut, and that leads to a shot on Lavely, who once again gets the paddle down and makes the stop. But all of a sudden, it kind of was Team Brick early, and now Connecticut is pushing back with momentum of their own.
You mentioned stability, and I think that's what Team Alberta needs to reestablish. And at the next whistle, we will be able to show you some of the highlights from this early in the first period. 4 minutes left. 4 minutes, 15 seconds left to play in.
The shots even at 2 apiece. The score 1-1, and we're all even up on the scoreboard other than the clock ticking down at 4 minutes, like Conrad mentioned, as a nice half eagle there coming around the net from the Rangers. That's their half wall man, number 20. That's Luke Bell. Bell will play that back down low for his teammate. Trying to get a look on the name bar. Looked like number 91.
91, Matthew Teselnik.
Pardon me, no, that's number 97, Hargadon. And Hargadon's now in the middle of the ice as he's going to join the rush with King. Hargadon with King. King sidesteps his man. That was Martin trying to blow him up in the middle of the ice. And a nice job just getting out of the way of that hit as Gillespie. Puck skips around in the neutral ice area as Olsen now will try and play that out of the zone on his backhand. And once again, the Rangers will now use the weak side outlet. That is number 77, Kochetov. Kochetov is dangling his way through to the net. The shot stopped there was Hargadon by Lavely, who's still down and looking for it. And calm, cool, and collected in there is the Team Brick netminder as the Rangers once again come close, Conrad.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of those bang-bang plays end up in the back of the net, but just managing to keep those pads wide and hold them down firm.
Fitzgerald Brown now will play that indirect off the boards. It doesn't make its way all the way into the Brick zone. Good stick there by number 77, Kochetov, as he broke up that outlet, and now the puck will slowly slide down to Thompson. Thompson, who was tested early, is now getting a little bit of a breather back there as Connecticut's been controlling the play. And a little bit of a stick lift by Kochetov. Good second effort there. We'll keep that alive to Bremen. Bremen going one-on-one. Lets the wrister go. That's blocked by number 12. That would be St. Louis. Now it's back of the net. Connecticut will hit the brakes as it will spit out to number 6, Talapila. will man the right point as it comes out to the left point. That shot deflected and didn't miss by much there. That was off the stick of number 73, Seidenberg. And once again, Seidenberg pokes that puck ahead, and Connecticut just continues to come after Team Brick here as Graves. Great job there, taking down his man. We'll bring it around the net, centers, and fanning on the shot was Bell, but you can see the potential in little number 87 Ryan Graves for the Rangers. He has been buzzing all night so far.
And they're putting pressure on what I think is one of the big defensive pairings of this tournament. I'm calling them the international connection of Ireland and St. Louis. So that's really got to say something when someone who's seen a lot of games is getting pressured like that.
Well, with a minute and a half left, we got a draw coming to the left of Lavallee. Shots now favor the Rangers 5-2. And they've really controlled the play here late in the period as Teselnik goes D-to-D to his partner Robertson. That clapper right on, and Lavallee found it through a maze of players as two players fall, one from each side there, and Brick will play it around their own net. They will try and clear up the strong side wall, but again, a good counter pinch by Teselnik, keeping that play alive momentarily, but now it will be Hipkins for Team Brick Alberta. He'll cross his feet over into the middle of the ice, trying to elude a good back check there from the Rangers as Team Brick looking to get a shot of their own on net. It will be Martin coming together with Chinsky. Chinsky had it knocked off his stick, and Swain will get his eyes up. The Rangers forward group was going for a change. Swain had some daylight and let the wrister go again, grazing off Thompson's blocker. It looked like it was going wide, though, the entire time. And Swain will once again get it on the near side wall. Kachetov loses it to Martin. Martin 1-on-2. Lets the wrister go again from distance. That one comes off the back wall, and the Rangers will get there first as we have 25 seconds left here in this opening frame. Connecticut and Team Brick Alberta tied 1-1. It's back and forth between these two clubs as they battle for first place in the division. It will be Kachetov spinning. He will fire that to the far side corner where number 10, Wyden will lose it. 5 to go now in the period. As Conrad counts her down for me. And that will do it on this first period of play, just as Brayman was sneaking in off the bench. As both teams got to be happy with the opening period. I think for Team Brick, they got off to a good start, but might need to elevate their play as Connecticut got their legs going and really started to ramp it up.
They need to elevate their play, and I know I mentioned that they look to score on the counterattack, but I really think you need to establish some zone possession. Just because you're getting high chances doesn't mean we're necessarily going to see a lot of goals. But let's turn our sights to this highlight, and this will be the opening goal from Team Brick Alberta.
You can see it just comes off a little bit of a line change and a turnover right in the danger zone there, Conrad.
And just a great shot. Honestly, you can't blame the goaltender, as he thinks he should have gotten a piece, but that was labeled top corner the whole way.
So that got Team Brick off and running. And we'll see
if we can get the Connecticut goal up quick enough here.
Our production crew's pretty top notch, so
yep.
Here it comes here. So take it away.
Yeah, 3 across the line there for Alberta, and then it's an odd man rush just because there was that pressure up ice. And against the flow of play, Rangers tie it up. Another top quality shot there.
Yeah, that's a pro shot at the 9-year-old.
Oh, 100%.
So
and CJR trying to amp their fans up here, trying to get the hands going, saying, let's go, we're still in this one. We're still looking to go undefeated. And I got to draw your attention to all of the handmade signs for both of these teams. You're seeing a couple of them from Team Alberta, but there's a lot coming out from CJR. And I can't quite tell what that closest one to us is. It's almost a little bit of an MC Escher dot diagram where you kind of see what you want to see on that one.
I would assume if these parents have other siblings, they're probably the ones making the signs. But it's good to see as we drop the puck on the second period of play. As Conrad alluded to on both replays, both goals, one for each side, were both off turnovers. Just right in that danger zone, just inside the blue line or outside the blue line, and we'll see which team manages the puck better here in the second period as that wrister from Chinsky Almost got past Thompson, but he made another orthodox save with his blocker and then covered it up with the glove.
And I do mention this in almost every broadcast we do here because we have new viewers all the time. We have this old school box system where the penalty boxes are between the two benches, so that pushes the offensive door all the way into the offensive zone. So we have seen quite a few offsides just based on some line changes.
Again, you have definitely put in the time this week. I'm playing catch-up still, but that's why my voice is still in good condition, as Team Brick Alberta will have it just pop inside their line here, and it will be an offside call. So we'll have a draw just outside the Team Brick line for, 37 seconds into this second period.
Yeah, just trying to set up the face-off how our linesman wants it, making sure he isn't getting run into in the back of the legs.
And you can tell Connecticut's got some depth as it will be Kochetov with the backhand try to hit the outside of the mesh as Lavely was hugging that post. Now it will be Hargadon. Hargadon cycles it down for Kochetov. Kochetov will have a little bit of trouble with it, but puts enough mustard on that to go low to high, back to the point where he had a little bit of miscommunication with his defenseman there. That was Telapila. And once again, the Rangers will pick up the rebound back to Telapila. Telapila lets the wrister go. That one is blocked by number 19. That's Wyatt Olson for Team Brick. And Telapila will go back for it as he shoulder checks. What's he going to do with it as he plays it softly up the near side boards for Wyden. Wyden will get bumped there by Odie, and Odie is your goal scorer for Team Brick Alberta thus far. And the Rangers, almost too many men on the ice. Not really much from the Team Brick Alberta bench there. So play will continue. And once again, the Rangers play it softly off the boards. Team Brick's Odie will play it softly back to the defenseman. That's number 12, Cohen St. Louis. And Brick will work it back north into the Rangers zone. St. Louis will play that towards the point. It's blocked by Bell. Bell tried to play that to, that was number 27, Jarl. Or pardon me, Jarl. That's a soft J. As they center now try. And Thompson there with a point blanker as he was down into the butterfly. And that's Team Brick's first big chance since that goal. And it looks like we lost a net guard down there in the Ranger zone as that puck's going to, well, it looked like it was going to roll to Thompson, but the defenseman got there, cleared it out of harm's way. Ireland now will have to dump it in, and there you see what Conrad was mentioning with the gate being inside the offensive zone. It's a delayed offside, and now that play will be blown dead, and the draw will come outside Connecticut's blue line.
And you know, as soon as those net guards come off, even if there isn't a allowed change, they will send the player to the box, just try and get it all done up because, you know what, health and safety comes first. These are young individuals. You don't want to have a skate blade come up unintentionally or a stick blade come up and not some happy scenes. We've seen that back in the late 80s with Clint Malarchuk. We don't want to see any of that out here.
And Clint Malarchuk now a scout for the Toronto Maple Leafs. I've talked to him a few times, actually. Very nice guy.
Also spent some time as a Calgary Flames goaltending coach.
And you would know that. I wouldn't.
It was kind of weird seeing him out on the bench, and still has a pretty gnarly scar from that skate blade.
As here is the dangerous line of Brayman and Graves. Brayman was driving wide on his forehand and let the wrister go. You can see he's upset with himself, but a pretty good quality chance by the youngster there as he was almost able to beat Lavely on the glove side.
And some high hockey IQ from Graves. Not necessarily crashing right to the net, but sticking around the high slot. Because goaltending now these days, the puck doesn't just stay on the pillows. They're designed to bounce them out. So if you're staying in a high danger area, you can almost have one bounce right onto your stick blade.
So Lavely has been tested 7 times in this game so far. He's 6 for 7. If anybody's doing the math at home, calculate that save percentage. Team Brick has had 5 shots on goal on to Thompson. So I know that math. That's 800 so far. The complex math gets me. As now that shot goes wide into the far corner. Connecticut right away will go low to high to number 91. That's Teselnik. Teselnik back to the half hole. Now to the weak side for Telapila.
Tilapila.
Oh, Tilapila. Okay, let's go with that. As now we're going to have a penalty on Team Brick Alberta. As Connecticut's number 10, Wyden, was tripped up, and Connecticut will be going to their first power play of the evening, Conrad.
Yeah, not really a lot to that penalty, and it's going to drive you crazy getting the stick into the skates and the other player goes down, especially this age group. You think that might necessarily have been going down anyways, just not quite having the balance quite yet, developing young bodies, but, you know, pretty easy call for the rest to make.
As Connecticut was able to score a shorthanded goal on the Team Brick power play. Now they got the dangerous line of Brayman and Graves out there, and look at that backhander right over the head of Lavalley, who was down in the RVH and couldn't make the stop. As Brayman walked off the half wall, goes Cheds, and it's 2-1 Connecticut.
Again, just a nice shot, making sure to get that backhand up high quickly. And you know what? I have a hard time doing that when I go out and play. So coming out from this young age group, just some quality shots here.
I'm not going to lie, that was a sick shot from Brayman on his backhand. And you can tell the kid's playing with confidence. He wasn't happy that he didn't put that one in off the rush. And he makes do there on the power play. As Team Brick Alberta now has given up a shorty and a power play goal. So special teams not really working in their favor thus far. And that has them down now 2-1 with 7:45 to play here in this middle frame. As they look to gather themselves up here and reply. As it will be Martin crossing his feet over. He's got his eyes up. Tries to go to number 24. That is Jackson Kramer. Martin now finds it again. Well, let the wrister go on that one. Over top of the goal. And it comes off the back glass to the far side corner, where the shot from Kramer right on, easily steered away by Thompson.
Thompson making sure to shift those hips and use the pad to bounce it into the corner.
And you can tell Thompson, he from that first replay we saw him get beat on, he's technically wants to be sound. And so far he's made the adjustments and been solid in the pipes. As Connecticut's defenseman, that looked to be number 27, Jarl, keeping that play alive with his skate. As he came in from the blue line, and Team Brick is going to slide that back out to Tilapila. And
it is Talapila.
You're playing games with me right now.
I apologize. Yeah, it's one of those more difficult names to pronounce. I've heard tilapia a lot, and I know it's not that.
I know I've had that for dinner once or twice, but it's a good fish. But that is not Talapila, as Team Brick will center from below the goal line, and Thompson will find it in the paint and hang on. But we apologize to the viewers at home if Talapila is either a son or nephew or grandchild. Yeah,
we've had a lot of grandparents mention that they're watching from home.
We'll get it right.
And next whistle, we will have the replay of that second Connecticut goal.
As Team Brick will control the offensive zone draw, they try to play it off the wall as Tilsey. Tilsey now will back off as the Rangers look to come out the other side. Now they're going to come back to the original side as Team Brick hounding that puck. It is number 91. That is Chinsky. And he lost control, and here comes Connecticut back the other way as it is off the skate of number 79, Ogorelkov. Ogorelkov will find a way to get that deep. King runs over his man into the corner. And now he will leave it for Ogorelkov. Ogorelkov will play that back down deep for his line mate, who stops behind the net. Will try to get it back to King. And that shot hit a skate in front and will bounce to number 22. That was Feder for Team Brick. Couldn't really make anything happen. And once again, Connecticut starts the transition. They go DDD up the wall, and they'll try to do it again here as Selnick elects to go quick up, where Chinsky will cut off Graves on these far side boards. And now Brick will find it at their own blue line. They will play it indirect off the wall. I think it's got enough for icing, and it does, as they were sweeping that puck down the ice with 5:14 to go. And the Rangers, Conrad, continue to lead by 1.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't hear any hurry hards. I've actually heard that from a couple of the fan groups trying to get the puck to go. But we got our goal scorer coming from the point here. And just a nice move. Just gets that backhand up quick. Not a lot of space there in the top left-hand corner of the net, but find any space you can.
Yeah, that was a snipe, and usually you see snipes on the forehand. As there's a shot, and once again, Lavalley taking some traffic going to the paint. but made that save, sliding across, and that might be a big one here late in this second period with under 5 to go. Now Robertson has his eyes up, lets the wrister go, but it was almost more like a pass right to the Team Brick defender, and now Robertson will have to go back into the neutral ice area where he goes D to D for number 12. That's Fitzgerald Brown.
You're seeing a lot more of those shot passes at this age group where you're just looking for a tip in front, get a little bit of chaos going on.
And that's a great play if that defenseman can find the offensive forward stick, as really makes it difficult for the goalies to find it and move laterally.
And I said it this age group, every age group. You're seeing it in the NHL too, to create high danger scoring chances.
Especially on that 1-3-1 on the power play, and Team Brick will have it. Tilsey, oh, nice shot block by Brayman. And Brayman for the Rangers, Conrad. That's doing everything it takes to win a hockey game right there.
100%. They're wearing the blue and red jerseys here at the Brick Invitational, but he's going to probably be a little black and blue underneath.
And that is shot blocking 101 there of getting big into the shot lane, as the Rangers will have to go back for this puck as it goes into the Ranger zone. It is Allison trying to get there. He tied up the Team Brick Alberta stick, which was number 16, Carter White, as Connecticut will sauce that cross ice. Hargadon right on, and there's a blocker saved by Lavalley. Hargadon will now go for a change, as it will be Bell stepping out of the box. Here is Kochetov. Nice deception there. We'll risk that one on, and again a blocker stop by Lavalley, who had to be or come up big there for Team Brick. Now they go back to the point. Look at Connecticut zipping around here. That shot now blocked by Team Brick's Easton Martin, who will go off for a change. And Kochetov trying to wheel it back through the neutral ice area. Still has it. Forehand to backhand as he tried to split the defense. Now it will be Kochetov again. Eyes up. Still with it. Will send it back down low into the corner. King. Nice little half eagle there to protect it. Now bump it as they go low to high. Seidenberg's wrister missed the target. And now once again the Rangers applying a ton of pressure on Team Brick, who's having trouble getting out of their own end here.
But they are collapsing in front of their net. A lot of these shot opportunities are from way out, not in close, where you see a lot of these high danger chances coming from.
As Odie couldn't quite pick up steam there, and now a little bit of hesitation at the line by number 94, Tucker Tilsey, will put his line mate offside with 2.5 to go. Here in this second period, it remains 2-1 Rangers.
And we are seeing something else a lot in these tournaments, where these D-men aren't afraid to make the move into the offensive zone. You don't have your stay-at-home defenseman anymore. Everyone's trying to model their game after the Cale McCarrs, the Adam Foxes of the world, trying to have that offensive side even though you're listed as a D-man.
You are absolutely right about that. As Brayman, once again, dangerously comes down the left side, lets that wrister go. It hits the outside of the net, as Brayman will drop it now for the defenseman. That was Teselnik. As Teselnik looked to get active down the wall. Now he ends up falling, but he got some help there as they slide it across to Robertson. Robertson, the wrister, right on it again. A nice job by Team Brick's defenseman, number 12. That was St. Louis blocking that shot. Now a deflection stopped once again by the blocker of Lavalley. Now it's back to the point. Teselnik, Clapper, once again blocked by Team Brick, and like you were saying, doing a good job plugging up the house area and just allowing Connecticut to fire those pucks from the outside.
And once again, the offensive door being in the zone causes an offside. But yeah, as you said, protect the house. Protect inside those hash marks. Make sure it's a shot coming from way away from the net, not letting it be that high danger chance that leads to the rebounds.
So with 1:41 to play now, 12-6 the shots in favor of the Rangers. As Team Brick would love to get even here before the intermission break. As Odie will watch Hargadon. Hargadon will bring it up the wall, drop for Fitzgerald Brown. That's a great play. Fitzgerald Brown has to get active, though, on that high cycle, as they are in danger of a turnover, which ends up happening anyways. And now Fitzgerald Brown will play it off the wall to his winger. That is Kochetov. Kochetov will try to flip that one across. It gets stuck in the body of Swain and almost ended up working out for Hargadon, who ends up stiff-arming his man. And Brick Alberta will play that up the near side boards, but once again are having trouble clearing as they had three forwards exit the zone. And now a shot towards the net and a cross-check. And the Ranger fans were calling for that one.
And it will be called. Oh.
Thompson was a little hesitant on going to the bench, but with 43.7, the Rangers have earned themselves another power play.
Yeah, only getting the whistle because the blocker of the goaltender, Lavalley, had been knocked off. But let's turn around and let's show you the goal that put this one. Or do we have that replay? Oh, we already did it. Oh, geez. Memory of a goldfish, I swear.
Well, at least you're not in a bowl.
Yeah, well, I'm in a dome. Might as well be.
So
the great glass dome ceiling we have on top of our ice surface here. We've had clouds in the sky here, so you haven't been able to see the tile mosaic we had in the 2011 birth year of this tournament. It's quite a sight to see.
As the Rangers will control the draw and maintain possession as they work the overload power play here. As Bremen will just slide that towards the net. And he had his own idea there for the shot tip, but a good stop by Lavalley with 24 seconds now left. And we're 18 seconds deep on the man advantage for the Rangers.
But you saw all 4 Brick Alberta players below the hash mark. If the Rangers had managed to go up high there, might have led to another scoring chance just because of the amount of time they have.
So we'll see if Team Brick can just manage to get through these 20 seconds as they send that across. The big clapper on the one-timer was Graves as Robertson fed him. Graves probably didn't get all of that, but another good scoring chance on the peeper for the Rangers.
I wonder if Graves had eyes like dinner plates there, looking for the slap shot. And if he had taken an extra second, he might have noticed he had his winger right on the goal line, uncovered. Could have gone a slap pass and probably had a third goal for Connecticut.
And that's a big defensive zone win for Team Brick Alberta, which should kill off the rest of the clock here. And we're going to go into the break with the Rangers up by 1, and that was on their first power play marker of the period, the only goal of that second frame. But, again, for Team Brick, Conrad, I guess, what do they have to do? Because as this game goes along, you would think that playing their second game of the day, it's going to get tougher on them.
Yeah, they're definitely going to need to just, I believe, take more shots. They're getting lots of layers on the rush, getting players back and trying to get that second chance. But you need to take a shot to get us the second chance rebound. And as we mentioned, this is a tough working team. I think if the goal's going to come, it's going to be a hard working goal, not necessarily a nice move off the rush. It's going to be a second or third opportunity, a second whack and hack.
Well, whatever it's going to take, that kind of fits their mold in terms of being a hard-working, gritty team. So go to the paint, create opportunities, and make sure that you bang them in when you get them. But for the Rangers, I mean, you can see the skill level and the IQ that is kind of pouring out, especially on the power play with Bremen and Graves. And they're going to look to start that third period with fresh ice and an opportunity to take a 2-goal lead.
Very creative players, too. Like, I don't think I would have thought to take a backhand from that far out if I'm Jack Bremen. That's a sign of confidence and creativity in my mind.
Absolutely.
It's when you're that far out, you want to take it to the forehand, get that power behind it, but well-placed backhand. All you need, if you're our Jack Bremen, I think I would have taken it forehand. But I think we'll take a little bit of a break here, and we'll come back with some highlights, go over those games and do a scoring summary, and maybe we'll even do a summary of another important hockey event, the NHL Draft. We'll give you a couple picks if you haven't had time to check that out. So that'll come up later here in this flood intermission here from the 33rd Annual Brick Invitational Tournament, presented here on
Welcome to Pilot Mountain Hockey Academy, your world-class academic and hockey training facility created to maximize each student's athletic and academic potential. Blackjack Stewart Arena, home of the Buffalo, is inside the 46,000 square foot complex, as well as a curling rink and other facilities. The students have a unique combination of successful, well-rounded education at Pilot Mountain Collegiate Institute and the professional hockey training in an encouraging community. The years of experience of on-ice coaching propel our students to the next level, both mentally and physically, in a professional environment. At Collins Hotel, we have you and your family's comfort in mind. Relax in one of our 16 suites featuring king or queen size beds and 36-inch TVs. Suites also include a mini fridge and other kitchen appliances to make your stay as comfortable as possible. During your stay in Pilot Mound, visit Wiser's Restaurant, our attached family-friendly restaurant and bar. It is the perfect location to host group meals, dine with the family, or unwind after a hockey game. Come in and meet our friendly staff offering daily specials on food and drinks, wing night Wednesdays, buffet Fridays, and multiple TVs to watch the game. Wiser's is the place to be. Collins Hotel and Wiser's Restaurant and Bar, located across the street from Blackjack Stewart Arena off Highway 3 in
Welcome back to the 33rd annual Brick Invitational here at West Edmonton Mall at the Ice Palace. In case you didn't have a chance to check during the 15-minute break, I'm just going to go through the NHL draft a little bit. So first overall pick goes to Montreal, who have made a couple different deals here, acquiring Kirby Dach as well. They take Slavkovsky, number 1. Number 2 is the Devils with Nemec, and then Logan Cooley goes pick 3. And Shane Wright, an exemptional status player, falls all the way to 4th with Seattle. But we have the exemptional players on the ice now. Let's head back to ice level.
Thank you, Conrad. You're all over it today. As we are underway here in the third period from the Mayfield Toyota Ice Palace, as the Rangers will start with their second power play, and now a huge hit on the wall, and right away the arm goes up, and we are going to play some 4-on-4 hockey as that Team Brick player went flying into the wall, and that was because Whalen decided, I'm going to throw the body here.
A short-lived Tkachuk advisory group power play here in the third period. And just a reminder, our game here today is brought to you by Flexity.
So the draw is won by Team Brick Alberta as it just quickly hops into the Ranger bench.
I actually believe it was stuck on the stanchion. We have the wider than normal stanchion here at the Ice Palace. And actually there's padding in behind these back stanchions towards the end boards. So that when you crash into the boards, it gives a little bit more give than if it was just the straight up concrete that this rink is dug into.
Absolutely, and that's, if anybody can actually see the dasher or the stanchion, I mean, it's almost double the size of a normal one. So that's why pucks can get stuck up there. We have something on the ice in the corner there, and one of the Rangers might have just hit it.
Looks like it's one of the cowbells that these fans have been.
I think that fan might get tossed out of this barn. But here comes Odie. Odie will try to work his way in against 2 Ranger players as it goes below the goal line behind the net, and Thompson's trying to get his head around it as they go low to high. Team Brick will be on the power play in about 15 seconds as it is 4-on-4. Connecticut continuing to maintain their 2-1 lead as we got 13:45 remaining in this final period, or potential final period, unless we hit overtime, as the Rangers Hargadon will try to find it in his feet. It's slapped away there by number 2 Gillespie.
And just a reminder, the Rangers do already have a shorthanded goal in this game.
As, Conrad's right. They have a shorty, they have a power play goal, and their special teams have been clicking. As the Rangers will bring it around their own net, they will slide that one to Kochetov, and he gets knocked down, and we're going to have a Team Brick penalty. Doesn't like the call is Umberto Ferrillo, as Hargadon tried to slide that one through the feet of number 94, Tilsey. As it's so loud in here, the whistle goes, and the players didn't even hear it. It's like we're in an NHL barn right now.
Yeah, it needs to be a little bit louder on that whistle, but back to 4-on-4. I'm sorry, Tkachuk Advisory Group. You're not getting a lot of power play time here.
Well, they're going to be choked.
We've mentioned him a few times.
As Team Brick with that penalty will move to 0 for 2 with the man advantage. Connecticut's going to go to an abbreviated third power play opportunity. As again, they are 1 for 2, and they're trying to sort out their 4-on-4 personnel. 33 seconds remain in the Ranger penalty to Whalen. As Connecticut wanted to the wall, but they didn't line up a player on the boards. So that was an easy out for Gillespie, who will soft chip it in and give chase. Now he'll retreat back to his posting on the back end, and the Rangers have no trouble breaking that puck out. Now they will send it back the other way. Bell gives chase as F1 on the forecheck. Brick will fire that down the ice, but they don't realize it's still 4-on-4. And that'll be an easy icing call, which will allow the Rangers to get their top unit out there. As Graves was telling Whalen, hey, you're jumping on the ice here once you're out in 8 seconds.
Yeah, and they're making sure that the player in the box knows you're right into the O-zone. You're not getting that early change here. So that communication is very good from the coaching staff here from the Connecticut Junior Rangers.
So Bremen lost the draw to Chinsky, and that allowed Team Brick to clear back out to center. The Rangers, Whalen hops out of the box, crossing his feet to the near side here. Whalen will delay. Nice job getting his eyes up, feeling the pressure. Bremen now Going back to his spot on the half wall. Look at him roll up nice and high there. They elect to go D to D. The wrister hits number 94, Tilsey, right in the noggin. And that did the job as Team Brick's able to clear as they have 1:05 remaining and the puck back into Connecticut ice. They quickly bring it back up to Bremen. Bremen spun away from Olsen. Now he will get it to Whalen, who was onside, brought it back outside the line, and now will fire that back in where Lavalley, no pressure around him, will end up freezing it, and we'll see if that plays a factor here off this next faceoff because Conrad, he had tons of time to play that puck out and get it clear.
Only player in the area was Bremen. Obviously a dangerous player, but he's 1-on-4. Move that puck, young man.
And so Hargadon wins the draw to Wyden. Wyden will slide it back to the left point. That is Jarl. That shot off the back wall. Pops right out. Now a turnaround shot. That hit Lavalley up high as he was able to stand tall and make that stop. Now back out to Jarl. Jarl couldn't keep it in as the body was inside the line, but not his stick. Now Talapila gives it to Kochetov. Kochetov will pick it up in the middle of the ice. He's got some skating room. Brings it over the line. He's going to look to split both Team Brick defensemen. And there is St. Louis breaking up that play. I really hope it's St. Louis, not St. Louis. But
we've called him both throughout this tournament, so I apologize. Pronunciation guy not really clear on what we're supposed to do for that one.
Yeah, if he's not French, then we might be wrong. But Kochetov lets that wrister go, and that one over top of the goal as the Team Brick Alberta is back to even strength as they've killed off the third power play for the Rangers, and Kochetov will look to slow it down. Dangerous pass right through the middle. It was almost picked off by Odie, who's the lone goal scorer for Team Brick. As we have 10:45 remaining here in this third period, shots favor the Rangers, 14-6. As Team Brick, like Conrad said at the end of the second period, is going to need to start with getting some more pucks on goal. But it's kept in by the Rangers. That wrister blocked. As you can really see that Coach Ferrillo here has got his team, like Conrad said, plugging up the house, willing to block shots. And they're doing a good job making it easy on Lavalley. As the Rangers keep possession. Back of the net. They fight for it there as number 12. St. Louis, now it's played indirect to the point. To Selnick's wrister, almost deflected towards the net as Ranger stick goes flying. That was King, because he's trying to chase it all over the map there in the offensive zone. To Selnick, once again, does a good job of pinching down, but Team Brick will just send that the length of the ice, but it's going to be right on Thompson, and Thompson made that look a little awkward there as that one ended up going right on net and negates the icing.
Yeah, I wonder if Thompson didn't know where his post was, wasn't exactly sure, thought it might have been just sailing wide. And I think he was trying to make sure that if it did end up getting some curve to it, that it would be the icing, so just barely plays it off the top of his pad.
So Kramer now leaves it for number 22. That's Fetter. Fetter right out in front, and Kim was wide open, but it squeaked through his feet. And no shot for Team Brick as Connecticut might have dodged a little bit of a bullet there. Now Graves. Graves will let the shot go. That's off the back glass once again. As a few of these Ranger shots missing the target. High and over top of the net as they will wave off the icing, and it will be Fitzgerald Brown.
Both players had an opportunity to play that puck. Good call from our linesman.
They're sharp tonight. Actually, this one linesman, he used to ref me when I was playing hockey, but he might have came out of retirement for this tournament today.
A buddy of Norm Shaw's, maybe. Norm Shaw has done every year of this tournament as an official. Now our head of officials.
And he splits duty doing the tunes as well. So Fitzgerald Brown back to the half wall. Wyden tried to toe drag around Tilsey, but a good stick on puck there breaks up that play. Now here's Wyden once again, trying to get off the wall. He will run into Team Brick defender. That was number 13, Easton Martin, and he did enough to get it off Wyden's stick. And now once again the Rangers will transition just inside their own line. They try to hit the weak side option. They are going to wave off the icing, so a break there for Kochetov to give chase as the Ranger defense makes a change. 8:12 to go here in this third period. Conrad, no shots on goal for Team Brick Alberta, and we're 7 minutes deep into this third period.
Yeah, this longer third period, and we're starting to see that stained glass mosaic I was talking about. Getting in that high defenseman eyes in the Rangers offensive zone, and it's getting actually right into the Connecticut Junior Rangers goaltender's eyes as he stands tall on his net.
Well, they were calling for thunderstorms tonight. It looks like it's cleared right up out there. As you can see the sun beaming in from the skylight there, as now Team Brick will just backhand that back out to center. Right along the near side boards is Bell. Bell stops up. Does a nice job eluding two checkers for Team Brick, and now King. King will keep it on his stick and hits Tilsey and bounces right to Lavely, but not a whole lot of action either way in the last few minutes. But I think the one thing that we can say is the Rangers are controlling the puck, controlling the play, and for them right now being up by 1, they'll take that.
Yeah, if you keep the puck in possession, very hard to have a goal scored against you. And they've been firing pucks at net. They just haven't found their way to the 4x6. Great job by Team Brick Alberta to sell out the body, trying to make sure they don't go to the 3-2. Not because then you're going into your final game knowing you need to win and scoreboard watch.
And there was Bremen again, coming off the half wall, trying to use that backhand. That time it sailed over top of the net, and here's Talapila. Talapila will play that back down softly for Bremen. Bremen will dangerously come to the high slot, will wheel around, keeps possession, had his eyes up the whole way, couldn't connect as he was looking for Whalen there on the back door. Now Hipkins back the other way. Hipkins will let the shot slide in tight to the middle lane drive, man, as that was Easton Martin, but Martin couldn't put something on Thompson, and back the other way comes the Rangers' Graves. Graves almost had Gillespie as he looked to dangle to the inside, but couldn't quite get it there.
A little bit of a soccer play there, just using the skate to make sure he didn't go on net.
You do what you got to do as a defenseman there, whether it's feet, stick, body, just get a piece. You got to get one or the other. As Graves will cross corner dump, just got enough of that to get it deep, as it's a race for it between Ireland, wearing number 7-7, the old Paul Coffey number for the Edmonton Oilers, amongst other teams. Of course, I'll mention the Oil being the hometown kid. As the Rangers will play it back, low to high to Selnick. Selnick will play it back to the half wall for Kachetov. Kachetov trying to get away from Ireland, who is putting a couple cross checks on his hips, and now that shot is blocked, and here comes Brick back the other way. Team Brick Alberta. Olsen lets the shot go. Blocked fearlessly by Selnick. As Feder getting swarmed there by the Rangers, as his other two line mates went for a change. And we're down to 5.5 quickly here. Not a whole lot of whistles. And as I say that, Lavely, once again, that was a delayed whistle as he had a lot of time to play it. But he elects to take the stoppage and slow things down.
Take it slow. As you know, you're only down 1 goal. Maybe get the ideal line change out there for this defensive zone faceoff.
And the Rangers, we said they've been doing a good job on the draws in this game. They win a draw there to Talapila, but again, Brick there to block that point shot as it skips back down into Ranger ice. They go D to D off the back wall. They now reverse it back up the original side, and it will be Bernhard. Bernhard tried to feed that through as Chinsky now back the other way with White. White has it knocked off his stick by Talapila. You got to give the Ranger defense and their forwards tracking a lot of credit so far. They have really not given Brick any breathing room, especially off the rush.
Oh, and there's a little bit of a body check thrown right in front of our broadcast location. I don't think King was too happy about it. Gave Odie a little bit of a shoulder in retaliation.
As King, the lone forechecker on the neutral zone forecheck there, and there's a shot that rang off the bar.
Nope.
And once again, Thompson almost beat there from long range, and that's the one fun part about this barn is the pucks fly and come out hot, and hopefully everybody's okay there.
That went into our upper deck, the second floor of the mall here, as people scrambling for their free Brick souvenir.
And so the draw, they're going to say that hit Thompson.
I think it was off the very top of the blocker.
So it either got blocker or bar. Regardless, the draw stays in. As Team Brick, that would be their, I guess, best chance of the period, even though it was from distance. And that one just made it over the goal line there for the icing call. So we have 4:15 remaining now, and another draw for Team Brick Alberta to try and get something going here in the Ranger zone.
And I think Whalen saying, I got that before it crossed the line. very slow with the skate back.
So it will be Olsen on the draw for Team Brick Alberta, and I think Lavalley's having a little bit of trouble with his cage. Oh, maybe his pad. And the stripes, he doesn't see anything. He says we're good.
The red and black stripes of the Brick, not your traditional officiating garb. We had one of the teams, I believe it was the Pats, all their fans had the full zebra suits on.
Well, they definitely clash with the Team Brick Alberta unis. As that wrister right on, and Lavalley once again a good job of catching that one and hanging on. And now Lavalley's gonna fix it himself. He wanted to trust the stripes, and now he's gonna fix his pad himself. But for Connecticut, there a good job off the D-zone draw, being on their toes and able to win that 50-50 puck battle to now get it 200 feet back into the opposite zone.
So you made mention of clashing with these Team Alberta jerseys. You haven't seen the Western Selects play yet, have you?
I don't think I have, actually.
When they've got their home all red, like it's red jersey, red pants, red socks, they almost blend in with our referees here.
You know what? I was watching one broadcast where I think I saw them in those unis, and I was like, wow, those definitely are like that maroon red, and they kind of clash for sure. So Hargadon will be on the draw for the Rangers against Olsen. Hargadon will lose it and now fall, along with a Team Brick Alberta defenseman, as the Rangers will keep it in. We're down to 3:55 remaining. We'll watch the Team Brick Alberta net to see if they're going to pull Lavalley for the extra attacker. You would think they will. At the right time here is Kochetov. Kochetov will give it away, and that was right to number 10. That would be Nash Klimke. As Klimke out there with Olsen and Kramer. Connecticut will quickly go up the far side wall as they try to center towards the net. Was number 10. That was Wyden. And once again, Kramer just alleviates pressure. He'll go off for a change. As once again, the Rangers go quick up to the weak side for Kochetov. Kochetov's got to make sure he's making good puck decisions here, as he just turned over one inside the offensive line. And now it will be another turnover here to Odie. Odie will try to cut middle ice and get that shot, but it goes wide and into the far corner. As again, Team Brick one and done in the offensive zone, and the Rangers coming back the other way. It will be Whalen. Whalen looking to take it forehand to backhand. He lost the handle against Tilsey. As it squirts back out to the faceoff dot area. Here's Bremen. Bremen will let the wrister go low right on Lavalley, and again, down into the butterfly, makes the stop. But again, no shots on goal for Team Brick unless we count that one that either went off the blocker or the bar. And so, again, with 2:44 left, just not enough from this Team Brick team.
Yeah, and I did kind of expect almost a timeout to come out here from Team Alberta. Get the mind right of all these young players. Here, with time ticking off the clock, almost Patrick Waugh goaltending pull time.
With 2.5 to go, yeah, you're absolutely right, especially with them not generating a whole lot of offense. You might think they will go early here. As Graves trying to track back to his posting on the wall. As Talapila fighting for possession below the goal line. Now he'll get help as they will backhand that off the window. Back out into the neutral ice area, and Tilsey quickly gets it back in. Thompson, who hasn't really been tested a whole lot at all, might see a flurry here late if Team Brick can pull the goaltender.
Goaltender sitting at about the hash marks here for Team Alberta.
As they do maintain possession, Furillo just trying to wait and see if they can keep possession, as that one hit a stanchion and bounces awkwardly behind the goal, as Connecticut can't clear the long shot, misses the target, and comes right out for the Rangers. They will just sauce that one off the shin pads of Swain, and now we're down to 1:40 remaining here in the third. Hargadon creates a turnover here, as that is Bell jumping up. He's going to take it to the net. That shot right on, and Lavalley down. Once again, sorry, that was Wyden, not Bell with that chance. And Team Brick Alberta is going to ice this thing, and it will have enough to go for icing, and we'll have to see if Conrad is going to be right. They're going to burn their timeout with 1:24 left, even though the draw is in the defensive zone.
Yeah, just calling for it now. And now the refs see the signal. We will have a Team Alberta 30-second timeout. time to draw up a play, but it all has to start with winning this defensive zone faceoff. If you can't win that defensive zone faceoff and allow the Connecticut Junior Rangers to establish a cycle in the zone, this game might be over already. It's very easy to kill off less than a minute when you win that offensive zone faceoff. Just play it low to high, dog it along the boards in the corner. We got 123, so it's a long time to kill if you're just trying to dog it along the boards, but certainly have seen stranger things.
Well, trying to see what Coach Ferrillo has drawn up here. You can see he's got the black marker out, but I think he only drew up the D-zone draw and what he wants, so we'll have to see if that's going to be enough, as they're going to be ready to pull the goalie as soon as they get it out of the zone. 1:24 to go. Connecticut, like Conrad said, they're looking to just win the draw, keep possession down deep, and we'll see if they're able to do that with Hargadon on the draw.
Hargadon's been real good in the dot so far, too.
And that 50-50 battle is won by the Rangers, as it will squirt back out to Seidenberg. Seidenberg gets his hips around it, lets the shot go, and that one almost found its way through Lavalley as he made a quick decision save there. Now the Rangers try to center. Team Brick, one of their defensemen without a stick, that's St. Louis, as Odie gets spun around. Now a shot from the angle was just stopped once again by Lavalley, as they go low to high to Seidenberg. Good decision there to play it back down low for Wyden. Now Team Brick Alberta can't get control on the boards. Seidenberg couldn't get it deep. This might be their chance, but quickly closed off there was Odie from Bell. And once again, the Rangers, you can hear their bench saying, get it deep, get it deep. 35 seconds to go. Team Brick Alberta still with Lavalley in the pipes. Not able to get possession outside the zone, as Graves will give chase now on number 12. That is St. Louis. Once again, he'll move it D to D to number 2, Gillespie. Now White coming back the other way. They're pulling him as he goes to the bench with only 15 seconds to go. Teselnik rides his man into the wall. Team Brick's got to outnumber Connecticut here as they're going to look to center, and a man was left open. Now comes back out to the point. St. Louis the wrister. That one missed the net. 3 seconds to go, and it looks like Connecticut is going to hang on as they defeat Team Brick Alberta by a score of 2-1, Conrad, and now might have the division, I don't want to say locked up for good, but they have put themselves in a pretty good spot with that victory, improving to 5-0 as Team Brick Alberta, 2 games on the day. They lose in overtime this morning to Montreal, and now lose in regulation to Connecticut by a score of 2-1. And we know Conrad's just firing off the 3-star selection, but for Connecticut tonight, the difference was their special teams, as they score a shorty and a power play marker, and that is the difference, as they defeat Team Brick 2-1. And Conrad, I'll let you just sum it up here before you got to run down for interviews.
It's just Team Alberta couldn't get zone time, could not advance in past the Rangers' blue line in that last 15 minutes whatsoever. Hard to score, hard to make up if you're unable to get that. And I love this. You have the players after the game celebrating with parents, even spraying a younger sibling with a water bottle to celebrate here from Team Connecticut.
Well, like we said, that might be one of the best parts of the tournament, is the crowd getting involved. You got to run.
I do.
We will sign off, though, here from the Ice Palace here at West Edmonton Mall, as the Connecticut Junior Rangers defeat Team Brick Alberta, the host team, by a score of 2-1, and improve to 5-0 on the tourney. Team Brick Alberta falling to 3-1-1, and they will be in a dogfight for that final playoff spot heading into the final day of round robin play. Stay tuned. Like we said, Conrad will have your 3-star selection coming right up.
Hello, hockey fans. I'm your color commentator, Conrad Krauser, for this game, and I'm joined by our third star, Rowan Audi. Rowan, hard work, a lot of shot blocks in this one, but unfortunately couldn't come away with the win. What can you say about how your team played today?
The Connecticut played in our zone most of the game, so that wasn't great, but I know we played all right.
Played all right, kept it close, gave your team a chance, and he did get a couple chances there in the last 20 seconds, but you opened the scoring in this one. Does that build your confidence at least for another game tomorrow?
Yeah, I think my team's pretty confident going into the SK Pats game. We'll secure a top 6 spot if we win that game. So.
That's got to be the goal, win the next one. But I think you got to go get ready. I think you have a post-game meal here planned, so I'll let you head out. And you know what? I think I'll take both of you guys together. Let's come to a group interview here. I've got Jack Brayman and Ryan Graves coming up here. So, iPad and speak loud. So, Jack, Ryan, obviously a real tight game here. And you've got numbers painted on your face with the eye black. Can you give me a little bit of an explanation with that one?
I saw number 12 from Team PA wear it. I didn't know what his name was, so I liked how he looked, so I tried it on.
You tried it out, and you've got your own number on your face here. The number 87, popularized by Sidney Crosby. Do you wear that number because of Sid?
Yeah.
All right, so I know you guys got a post-game meal here. So I know we got to go quick. So what do you think you guys are ordering? What's the post-game meal to celebrate a win?
Just party.
Party?
Just party.
You're there for the party. You don't care what you're eating. But what about you? What's the post-game meal looking like today? A little bit of carbs, a little bit of pasta maybe?
I just eat stuff.
Just eat whatever's put in front of you. Truly hockey players, ladies and gentlemen. But you had a loud cheering section here today. What can you say about your fans here and those watching at home? What can you say to them?
Obviously the fans were great. They could have been a little louder, but.
They could have been louder. Do you hear that, Connecticut parents? That's a challenge from your team. Do you feel the same, Ryan?
Kind of.
Kind of. Anyways, as you guys said, you got to get out of here real quick. Enjoy the celebrations. Enjoy the party. For me here, that's our interview. Congratulations to moving to 5-0 of the Connecticut Junior Rangers. Stick around for more great hockey coming to you from West Edmonton Mall.